Today, we're looking to see just how far $700,000 can take you in Saskatoon. Whether it's a spacious family home, a serene acreage retreat, or a modern condo with luxury amenities, this price point offers incredible options. In this video, we'll explore some of the most stunning properties Saskatoon has to offer, from homes with high-end finishes and landscape yards to custom-built options and investment opportunities. If you are thinking about buying, selling, investing, or relocating in Saskatoon, send me an email. My info's in the description below. What I think's impressive about what you get in Saskatoon for $700,000 today is the dramatic difference between, as an example, Calgary's average price today is very close to $700,000, but prior to the pandemic, Calgary's average price wasn't that much higher than Saskatoon's. So yes, prices have gone up everywhere, but the value that you see for $700,000 in Saskatoon is still a pretty dramatic upgrade from what you would consider the typical home in Saskatoon, because the average price in Saskatoon is still around $400,000. So what you see for $700,000 is a substantial upgrade from the norm. You will often see houses in this price range anywhere from 1,600 square feet all the way up to 3,000 square feet, depending on how old the house is and depending on where the location is, and of course the style of home. We're typically talking about a two-story home when we talk about those types of square footage. The finishes you'll often see in these products are hardwood floors, quartz countertops, and custom cabinetry. You'll often see good-sized, professionally landscaped yards. I would like to say that you get finished basements in this price range, but the reason why I will hesitate to say that is because yes, for the older options, you almost always will see a finished basement typically. However, a lot of the newer product right now, for what I call floor plan style homes, a lot of the newer product is around $500 as a starting point for east side style homes specifically, but even on the west side, it's very close to that same price point for a single family home as a starter price point. So think about that. As you get into $550 and $600 for a brand new property that's maybe a few steps up in terms of a larger footprint or nicer upgrades than the starting price point for a new home. When you buy a new home, it still doesn't have a driveway, a yard, a fence, or a finished basement. So think about it. If you're talking about $700,000, that's probably $75,000 to $100,000 adjustment on the open resale market without those things having been complete. So if you buy a brand new property for $600,000 and then you completely finish it, so now it's a fully developed home, all of a sudden you have a $700,000 property. So if you see properties that are only a few years old that are coming back onto the resale market as a fully developed home, that is typically the type of product that you will see for the newest homes in this price range. There again, if it's a brand new product at $700,000 and it doesn't have a driveway, a finished basement, a fence, or a yard, you're going to get a lot more value for what's being offered in the type and style of home. However, as you creep up into $700,000, you're starting to get out of what you might consider the floor plan style homes, and you're starting to get more into the custom style homes. And or if you are still in the floor plan style homes, if you want to call it that, you're starting to see nicer lots that are available for this type and style of price range. Typical neighborhoods that you'll see properties in this price range include Willow Grove, Rosewood, Evergreen, and Nutana, as well as, don't forget, you've got some really nice acreage options as well. We could do a totally separate video just on acreages, but in this price range, as a general rule, I will say that you'll probably have some really nice options within a 25-minute commute to Saskatoon. A lot of these options are going to have 4 bedrooms or more, 3 bathrooms or more. They're going to be large open concept style designs. They also will most likely have their own private deck off of the back, maybe a fire pit or a garden, and even maybe a workshop. You will start to see more than just a double attached garage in this price range. You will sometimes see the triple attached garage. But what I will also say is that there is a dramatic give and take in this price range. If you're looking for a really, really nice location in Nutana neighborhood, as an example, you're going to sacrifice on almost all of the rest of the specifications. Same thing with a triple garage. You're going to get a little bit of a smaller house. If you're going to go for a little bit of an older house, you're going to get more square footage. It goes on and on, but you will see a dramatic difference from one type of product to the next because there is a limit on what you can buy, but there's a lot of options for what you can buy, if that makes sense. If you are looking at townhomes and condos in this price range, the really cool thing about the townhouse option in this price range is you start to see those bungalow style condos that are really, really great for retirees and seniors. You will often see those types and style of products range between $500,000 to $700,000. $500,000 is going to get you those older resale style, but if you want to buy something that's brand new for a bungalow, you're going to see $600,000 to $700,000 for that type and style of product. And those products do move well because baby boomers right now, there's a lot of demand coming up, and that is like the most premium style maintenance-free option that you can buy on the market today if you don't want to get into an apartment style condo. And those bungalows can range anywhere from 1,250 to 1,600 square feet. And they do come with basements as well, so you might have to negotiate with the builder for brand new options if you want to have that basement completed. If you are going to buy an apartment style condo in this price range, you've got a lot of options. I would even go as far as to argue that you're almost looking at a buyer's market for this price range between $600,000 and $700,000 for apartment style condos in Saskatoon. You're going to have some really nice downtown options with beautiful river views. You're going to start seeing buildings with some exceptional amenities. You're going to have 2 to 3 bedrooms, 2 to 3 bathrooms in some cases, and you're going to have rooftop patios. You're going to have a gym and a pool inside of your apartment. There's going to be a lot of really great upgrades, and even if it is an older condo in this price range, it's probably going to be renovated. This is an interesting price point, however, because you're kind of on the cusp on that sort of balance beam of right where I'd mentioned floor plan style homes at fully developed, right at that $700,000 mark. However, because you're at $700,000 as a max, on the move upwards from that point, you're going to see a lot more custom options. So it really depends on who the buyer is in this price range, because you might have buyers that can afford more that will pay for something that's turnkey, that's easy, but you're going to find buyers that might like to have more but that can't afford more because there's a limit to what you can buy. So you might be able to buy something that was a custom home on the resale market that's older and might need some upgrades, as an example. If you are looking at investment opportunities up to $700,000, you might be able to find fourplexes on the west side of Saskatoon that are in reasonably good condition at this price range. You also might be able to find very small apartment blocks, maybe 7-unit apartments that are all either bachelors or 1-bedroom apartments up to $700,000, but they are very, very few and far between. And I would assume at $700,000, it probably needs a lot of work if you're going to find an apartment block in that price range. If you are thinking about buying, selling, investing, or relocating in Saskatoon, send me an email. My info's in the description below. Otherwise, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for being here today. I will see you, of course, on this video next, and have a fantastic day.